Yo, it's HeyBroken, and today we are continuing our How to Play with Intention from my viewer series. I'm actually going to get right into it. I don't really have too much to say. I'm just going to get right into it. This is a Lydia player from the Middle East, actually, from Saudi Arabia, so this is actually pretty cool. I can immediately tell that just from this GOD player right here that, bro, the Middle East players, they don't care too much about labbing. It's all about just actual gameplay. All about actual gameplay, which just watching this gameplay is pretty interesting for me. It's like the Middle East players, like, you know, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Korea, Japan, bro, they're just so much better than Western countries. So much better than Western regions. It's so crazy to think about because they don't, the Pakistan players, they don't lab nearly as much as other regions, and they're just so good. They're just so good. Like, even their combos are not as up to par, but their fundamentals, oh my god, bro. Oh, and I also want to say, sorry about this. I'll skip forward after this. So, I want to talk about this very first interaction. For the low rank players out here, watch this interaction. So, no punish. This is okay because of it's a round start, but look at this. Look at how NoKiCharge is backdashing. With how far y'all are from each other, it's okay to not spam Korean backdash. It's okay to just backdash. You don't have to KBD. It's okay to just backdash when y'all have this much space in between y'all because you're not going to force a whiff. You're too far away to throw a whiff punish. So you don't have to spam KBD. Playing like this, waiting for him to approach you or wait for your decision to approach him, it's okay to backdash in this sort of way. I just wanted to say that. So we'll go back here. Get power crush to stop his pressure. Oh, that was a very good low parry from him. One thing I will say, I noticed watching these sets over, you change your wake up option so often, and I think that's very good and very underrated that low rank players don't do. Even myself, I will catch myself just doing an ADHD brain, TikTok brain, and just spamming wake up, like the same wake up over and over and over, unless I know I'm about to get okied. But you do a very good job of changing your timing when you wake up and the options that you choose on waking up. But I will say that you spring kick a little too often. But other than that, you do a very good job switching up your options on wake up. Good mix up. And I think this is very good what you did here. No punish from him. And this is what I say, like, the Middle East players, they don't lab nearly enough, or GOD would know to punish that Lydia move right there. It's -10. And here, I would recommend that you go down 2. If you're just going to cancel the stance and not commit to an option, I recommend that you do down 2 because there's no reason to risk your life at that point in time. Like, either if you were going to risk your life, you should have just did the unblockable. But if you weren't going to risk your life, either go for the mid out of Heaven and Earth, or if you want to cancel the stance and do a delay time and just do down 2. Or even just down 3-1 if you want to do it that way. But there was something else I also wanted to say about this interaction. Oh yeah, this random player here, because he didn't know the frames, he could have forced another mix option after 1-1-2 and completely changed the momentum of the gameplay. But because he didn't know the frames, he died. He lost the round. Now he's 1 HP because he didn't know frames. And then basically what I said before about that interaction. And I will say that I also love this custom. I don't like doing customs because it's just not my thing to do. I've always just changed the colors of my favorite outfits, my favorite presets. But I will say I love the fucking headphones that he has on. And I just love the way that the colors are like infused together. I don't know how to describe it. But back on topic. Very good gameplay. And, oh yeah, another thing that I will say, bro, cat stance is not good enough for you to be doing all that, bro. I noticed a lot during these sets that you do cat stance. Bro, cat stance is not that good for you to just be throwing it out like that. Like, there's no option out of cat stance that warrants you manually going into cat stance. And here, I think this is, again, you throw out the cat stance. Range 0, by the way, you throw out cat stance. Again, there's no reason for you to be going into cat stance manually. There's just no reason. Like, no rhyme or reason. But I'm going to reset this because I wanted to say something else. Oh, yeah. Instead of cat stance here, bro, just, you're in heat. And plus you're Lydia. Rush him down and force those mixes. Like, go into stance. Do, I think it's down back 2, 1+2. Like, bro, start that pressure. Start those mixes. Go into heaven and earth stance. Don't waste your heat like you did here. And then you just went into cat stance at range 0. So in this situation right here, after you sidestep, you see him approach you. You know the 442 is coming. So I would say just block. You got counter hit, but I would just say block, bro. At that point in time, with the way the space was in between y'all, like, if you're not going to just raw 442 or just down forward 1-2 check or down forward 1 check, bro, just let him have it. Let him have it, and guess on offense, you're just too late on picking your option here. Or do a down forward 2 check. Yeah, I think better just do a down forward 2 check, honestly. Down forward 2 check would have been the best option here because you saw the way he was approaching you. Obviously, he was about to do the forward 4-2, so just do a down forward 2 check if you're going to mash. That was good spacing to get away from the breakable wall there. Here, that happens naturally. Like, even me, I think I would have did a down forward 4 check to get him off the ground, but there's really nothing for me to say about that interaction because that it happens. It happens, honestly. And here you just get mixed. What I will say is that you block a lot. And situations that you should be pressing, you just block way too often. Like, even just throw out a jab check to get +1. Like, sometimes you just stand there just holding back, which is good to do, but in the situations that you're doing it, makes it bad. Like, you have to do it at the right times. And he did a good job there, switching up his options after hitting engager. Good down for it too. I think the way you used down 4-2 there was obvious you weren't going to get a counter hit, but still just good throwing it out there. That was a very good parry. Good job throwing your mixes, but obviously you chose the wrong option here because you got cooked for it, which happens. And this, I think this hell sweep was very obvious. I think you should have blocked that one. But it could have been one of those, it's so obvious that you don't think he's going to do it situations. So again, I'll excuse that one. That's a very good down two. And here, obviously, you know when you did it that you should not have committed to this option here. Especially after a down two, you get no frames off a down two. Damn, dude. Sorry if I sound like a casual here, but, like, bro. This animation lasts for way too long. Look at this animation right here. Like, holy, that animation lasts for, like, 20 minutes. Down 4-2. Here, you should be punishing that with, obviously, it's hindsight, but, and that was a random down 4-2, it felt like, for you and your situation. But, bro, please, anything that's -12, please, please, please punish with forward 4-2-4. You get so much damage off that 12 frame punish. Please get that muscle memory down to punish 12 frames with 4-2-4. That is one of the best 12 frame punishers in the game because of how much damage it does. It wall splats as well. It's like, it's just such a good 12 frame punisher. That was a very good homing move because of how he was stepping you. For a Tekken King, I mean, you're from Middle East, so obviously you're way better than NA and EU Tekken King players. But to throw a homing move in that situation was so perfect. Very good options here. Very good throw as well. That wall running 3 I think was bad because of how like far away you were. And wall running 3s are bad because of how like reactable they are to step it and launch. So I think how far you were to use a wall running 3 there was a bad option. And there you just got bodied off wake up, which happens. And here I think you should have did a round start down for 2. I think doing a move like you did there, it's just that I recommend never throw out slow moves on round start. Never. Like if you don't have a high crushing hop kick like Claudio where it's 15 frames, like bro, just don't throw out anything above like 13 frames, I recommend. Like you have to throw out 12 frame moves or like yeah, just 12 frame max in my opinion off a round start. Or 14 frames max, I'll say. 14. And then 15 if it crushes anything. Like high crushes, low crushes. That's the only time I recommend doing a 15 frame move off round start. It's just way too risky to throw out anything above 14 frames on off round start. Which this was a very good example of why you shouldn't. Because now look what happened. This is off a straight round start option. Off a straight round start option. That was a very good stepping. Very bad mixing there because it's just a lot of people love to press down back when their back is towards you so they can get the extra distance in between each other. It's like the haha step that Lei has where you do back 3+4 into down back 3+4 down back. It's like you create so much space in between each other, so I recommend never going high. If you're doing a mix like that, because they're just going to do the haha step. That was a good down for 2, honestly. Because he's trying to step away from the wall so that you caught him trying to step. And yeah, I think you should spam back 1 way more. With Lydia, just spam that back 1. Spam that back 1 like it's the greatest move of all time. That was a good option. Bad follow-up though, but you know that. And here, I think it was way too risky to go for that down back 3. Like, it's kind of like down 3-4 with How Wrong, where you just want to start your mix options, but it's kind of hard for Lydia to get into her stance mixes. So I recommend if you want to get into her stance mixes, just do the down back 2, 1+2. Like, doing down back 3 to start your mixes after is just way too risky. Like, it's so obvious. No punish there, which is okay. It's okay. And I recommend never doing the 1+2 cancels. It's just such a useless thing to do. Like, it looks cool, but it's one of those things where it's just unusable. It's never worth going for a 1+2 cancel. And that, you just got hella stepped. Again, that animation lasts way too long. I just love her headphones. There's an anime that I watched. I forgot what it is, but there was a character that had headphones on her neck just like that. It was a random romance anime. Like you would never think of it. I think it was like Fuka or something like that. Good mixes, and I think you're not mixing your options well. Because now you're starting to get hella readable. You got picked up. Again, I think you spring kick too much whenever you get on wake up. He drops his ender here. I think he's going to do down 1+2. Down 2, 1+2. Let's see what he does. Oh, he doesn't. It seems like he's playing around neutral way too much. I think he's messing with you here. Again, you're not mixing your options well because this was so obvious that you were going to do that. And I think you were just lucky to not get stepped here, but it ended up working out. Like, you already charged that 1+2 before. You shouldn't have charged it again. You should have did it instantly. But again, it worked. But for the future, I just recommend changing your options more. And here, like, again, like, cat stance is not good enough to be doing all that. No punish off the down 4-2. Again, his back is towards the wall. Safe heals infinite health. Still, you have to do that 4-2-4. That would have broke the wall and you would have got infinity damage. Like, 4-2-4 for a 12 frame punish is so OP. Good. And that was good too. I know the idea came to you after you didn't do the second hit the first time, but it's still very good. Very good to do that. Because they think that you're just going to do the first hit again. Most of the time. Like 99% of the time it works every time. I think that timing on the parry was pretty bad. That was a very good duck and launch, but obviously, you know, that was a bad combo. And I think, like, forcing it, like, when you drop a combo, never force it, bro. Just reset neutral and reset your mindset. You have to just stay in the present. Don't live in the past. And again, you're not mixing up your options well because you keep getting stepped. Again, you have to punish that with Political Storm. Like, you could have got way more damage out the Political Storm Blue Spark in that situation, minus 14. One, two, four, 1, 2, 4. That was a very good job not doing 1, 2, 4 3 times. But for some reason, he's not expecting you to do the mid. Like he's not expecting you to do the low. I have no idea why. But that guy needs to go into a psych ward for not blocking low that third time. Good down 4-2, especially to catch him stepping that way. Again, this guy's doing a very good job doing delay timing on the down 2 1+2s after hitting Ager. Now he's forcing his mixes. You did another good job power crushing his mixes. Like, a lot of options in Tekken 8 with Season 2 mixes, it's either power crush the mid or block low. That's really the options you have. There's no reason to really block the mid because they want to force you to power crush. Like, the Tekken devs, they want you to power crush the mids. That's just the design philosophy. Again, another good homing move. You're doing a really good job using homing moves. Damn, again, you're doing very, very, very slow moves off round start. I recommend with Lydia, just do down 4-2 if you're going to do a round start move. And down 4-2 to get the counter hit and into the guaranteed hitting Ager. Get power crush. Nice. Because he thinks that you're going to do that low string 3 times. And now, because remember the first time you did the first hit and then the first and second hit into the wall break, the balcony break. Or not the balcony break, but just the glass break. And this time he's thinking about that same interaction happening where he's going to get hit with the final hit. So after you do down 3-1, or down 3 into down 3-1, he thinks that you're going to down 3-1-2. So he's thinking about ducking the final hit and launching you, but you mix it up perfectly with the back one. That was a very good parry once again. And I don't know why he did this. I think that was a misinput, actually. Sorry about that. Sometimes I try to do back 1+2 with Zafina, and I got an unblockable before. And it actually hit, by the way. And that was a good timing. It actually hit. It was like a 65 frame unblockable and it hit. I remember that shit. But I ended up losing the game, which sucked. Because it was a hard clip. But anyway, present moment, present moment. And you're doing a very good job trying to catch Simon with down 4-2, which is what you should be doing with Lydia, and you did a perfect punish here, which is very beautiful. Nice. Again, I recommend ending your rounds with down 2 and not down by 3 because you don't want to risk your life for no reason. Like, I get you want the homing properties, and a down 2 is pretty linear, but, like, you just have to, like, wave dash in their face to get to realign. Get down 2s. Again, you're doing a very good job getting away from these walls. Bro, you literally just went right through him. You actually went right through him. Oh, bro, like, you should have known. Just give it up at that point. Just give it up at that point. It was way too late. Again, you keep going into cat stance. I recommend that you don't do this. Just do down back 2, 1+2 if you want to get into stance, bro. It's just not worth manually going to stances like this. This is basically doing an unblockable, like a 65 frame move. Like, just don't do it. Do the moves to get into the stances first. Like, do the stance transition moves first to then get into heaven and earth, rather than doing it raw. Again, I recommend you punish that with Political Storm to get the heat engager. Good counter hit down 4-2. And I recommend you throw more random hop kicks, honestly. More random, not random, but like try to catch his timing with hop kicks and even 3-2s. Honestly, let him know that you will go for it. With Lydia, you have to have those random playstyles. It's such a 50-50 hard character, and again, you got stepped again. But Lydia is such a 50-50 character, bro. You have to have that random element to your gameplay. Like, you cannot be predictable if you're gonna play a 50-50 character. Which, that was a very bad hop kick, because that's exactly what it wanted in that situation. Like, he knows that you're feeling blown up with how much you're blocking. Like, you played right into his hands doing that hop kick. But this is a very good Political Storm. At that situation, you did a very good job going mid into stance. And here, you go for the plus frame. Like, that move on block is like +8, so you did a very good job. So, yeah, good sets, good sets. This guy, I will say, his wave dashes is crazy. Look at that. Good back 1. Good down back 3. Shikoe. 4-2. You gotta get that muscle memory. 4-2-4. 4-2. If I have any advice for Lydia players, 4-2-4. 4-2-4. So much damage. So much damage. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Very good jabs into back 1. This is so beautiful, and you lower rank players out there, please implement this. Jab, jab, mid when somebody's 1 HP. You want to keep it safe. Jab, jab, mid. Because after the second jab, they're going to start panicking. They're like, when is the low coming? Did a good job canceling your stance there, not committing to an option. Which you needed to do that more against the Reyna player. You committed to way too many options, and you started to get predictable, and he started to step you. Good options. And again, when you go into your stance options, if someone's not mashing into you, there's literally no reason to do the power crush high. Like, you're just risking your life. Like, pay attention to what options your opponent's doing on defense. If they never mash when you go into stance, never do that high power crush mid, because you're just risking your life at that point for no reason, because they're not going to mash anyway. So why do it? Damn, why'd he do that? Bro did that for style, the laser. Good 4-4-2. Good political storm catch. Very nice. Good block, good launch. Very good Oki setup too. Like, it doesn't end up working out here, but it was a very good try. Down back 1-2. Good spring kick there. Because he's wave dashing in your face, so that was a very good spring kick. Again, like I said, you do a very good job. Mix up your options on wake up. Good back 1. Back 1 is +2 on block, so it's very good to do back 1 to get your plus frames. Very good. Look at this. Look how beautiful this was. Even in a high pressure situation like this, look, he doesn't commit to the option to keep his pressure. He backs up, resets neutral, and catches him with the while running 2. While running 2 is blue spark, and 4-4-2 is the no blue spark. Again, very good options. Switching on wake up because you did the toe kick, and now you mess up his pressure, his wave dash pressure that he had before. And because you almost risked your life with the spring kick before, you knew to just go for the safe toe kick to stop his pressure once again. Like, I remember in Tekken 7, bro, get up 3s were so toxic as a Kazuya main, bro. When I tell you, get up 3s were so fucking annoying because you would wave dash trying to do your Oki setups, and you would get counter hit by the fucking get up 3 and get launched. Because in Tekken 7 you would get launched if you got hit with the counter hit 3, get up 3. Oh my god. I just had to say that real quick. Because as a Kaz main, it was so much pain in Tekken 7. It really was. Oh, he almost got a good punish, and that was so risky going for that political storm there. But this time it ends up working out. I don't recommend you throw out political storm like this. I recommend just throw out the back 1 at that point. And I think it was so risky going for this unblockable here when you have 3 sacks. Like, bro, just add up to the and you have heat, bro. Just go for the safe heaven in there too. And his back was towards the wall as well. So just keep that pressure, keep doing the stance mixes. There's no reason for you to risk your life there. And there's really no reason for him to duck that. Honestly. It's like both of you guys made horrible options here. Like, why would he duck the heaven and earth? And why would you go for the... Like, it was both 2 stupid options at the same time. And y'all both just like... It's kind of like rock, paper, scissors right there. It's like... Why would he go rock and why would you go scissors in that situation? Again, this Kaz has very good movement. Again, I don't recommend that you just throw out political storm like this. There's no reason for you to be doing this. There really isn't. And he caught you with the duck on the second hit. Just I really don't like that you're throwing out political storm like this. Just play regular neutral 4-4-2 while running one down 4-2. Try to get the counter hit. If you're trying to catch timing, either throw out just go for the hop kick or just the back two or the back one. Sorry about that. The back one. Just go for the back one to catch timing. Like the back one almost has as much range as the political storm, and it's safer and +2 on block to keep your turn. So just go for the back two or for the back one. Sorry about that. I don't know why I keep saying back two. Good 1-4. Good launch. Damn, you got counter hit on the mid. Again, good job. Like, bro, people don't do this in the lower ranks at Tekken, even just Tekken King. Like, people do not mix up their options on wake up as well as you do. Honestly. This guy's doing a very good job mixing up his options on offense. You have to either never, ever, ever mash after that string. After back 2-4, that classic string, never like take a guess on that last hit. There's no reason to do that. Either duck the second hit, and if you don't duck the high, just wait for the last hit and launch punish, or just like accept your fate for not ducking the second hit. And again, you're going for way too slow of moves on round start. Way too slow. Either again, go for the just down 4-2. Either 1-4 or down 4-2. Like a 20 frame low is just way too slow. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. A 20 frame low is way too slow. You got to launch that with 3-2, but I think you knew that. No punish on the 4-3 is okay, because I think you would never be able to predict that coming out in that situation. Again, this first time, okay. Second time, you have to punish that with 4-2-4. You literally have to, because when somebody does a random move that you're not expecting, it's like it catches you off guard, but it starts to make you think about that move in your subconscious mind. So first time, okay, but second time, you have to punish that with 4-2-4. You do a very good job mixing up that down 3-1. You do a very good job doing that. But that was a horrible wall combo because you already did a 2-hit, so obviously that combo is going to drop. You do a 2-hit bound, so obviously the combo is going to instantly drop. But you tried to do a political storm. If you were going to do that, you should have just did the one bound move instead of that. Again, you're just doing way too slow of moves. Back 4, I'm pretty sure is 18 frames from Kaz. So again, if you just do a down 4-2 or a down 4-1, you would have been fine. Again, like I said at the very beginning of the video, I think you do spring kicks way too often. But you do it, like I said, you also do a very good job switching up your options on wake up. But I think you should just stay safer. Punish that with while sending 4. Very good step. Like if you're not gonna duck the mid high, then just step what you did there, which is very good. Damn, he caught you with that while sending 1+2. I think that was just more of a move diff because that move is very strong, especially in the way that he was doing it. Round start, down 1+2, catches you. Kaz mains do that way so often, bro. Like, looking at my viewers' replays, like, it's like I'm starting to see how the lower ranks play, and it's really catching me off guard. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Oh, you messed up the clip! You messed up the clip. You played this so perfectly. This was so icy. Look how much ice you had. Like, you cancel the heaven and earth down back 3, and then you cancel it again into the down back 3, and then you sell the clip. This was so cool. And now you got caught with the light trick. Nothing for me to really say there. You just gotta do a different timing. Which hindsight is always 2020 when it comes to timing. Like, you can get better at timing, but say if you do a hop kick, it gets blocked. Hindsight will always be 2020. Like, okay, I should have did the hop kick 20 frames slower, or not 20 frames slower. I'm sorry about that, but 1 frame slower or 1 frame faster. Like, hindsight will always be 2020 when it comes to timing. Again, stop throwing this out, bro. Honestly, just stop. Just stop throwing this out. Only use Political Storm as a punish. Like, just don't do that. Man, do y'all remember how useless Devil Form was in Tekken 7? I used to do that shit just to be like Bo Love. I wanted to be cool. But I also liked the Devil stance because it was so rare. Like, you never seen cast players do that shit. So I always, not every time I was in rage, but like a lot of the time I was in rage. If I didn't do rage drive, then I would have just manually went into it. Good homing move. No punish, bro. You gotta use 4-2-4. It's so OP for a 12 frame put. That was aura. Hold on. God. To see, like, I mean, this is Middle East, obviously. This is not NA or EU, but you would never see some aura farming like this in NA or EU at these ranks. Never. You would never see something like that happen. That was so cool. That was a good option mix-up. You got cooked right there. Sorry about that, but you got cooked. Again, stop doing that. Just stop doing that. This cast player is doing a very good job changing his timing. Very good job changing his timing. Like, I can't even fault you for picking the wrong option there on defense because of the way he's changing his timing. That was a pretty good 3-2. Like I said, you got to go for more random gameplay. That was okay to match there. But again, the spree kick is way too risky. And it was good to, again, do the down 4-2. You're kind of good at doing that. When people step you to the left, you keep doing down 4-2 to catch them stepping that way, which is very good. And you get the counter hit here, which is very nice. Oh my god, 4-4-3. That actually works on me. It actually works on me. I won't lie. Damn, you got ducked on that hit. You got ducked on that hit. Again, you're doing spring kicks way too often. You got to tone those spring kicks down. You got to tone those down. Damn, this cast player. is very good. Look at the way he just did his offense. Down forward 4, down 4, down jab, into wall standing 1+2. That was crazy. I won't lie. Like, he's doing such a good job just, like, checking you. Like, you're getting checked. That was a very good interruption. Like, you do a good job. Change your, like, your wake-up options, but you always pick a wake-up option. Which isn't all the way bad. It's not all the way bad. It's just you have to stay more safe. Damn, he got cooked by that. What? Yeah, I recommend that you just run up and do nothing in this situation. That was good. I notice you always charge that 1+2. You never do it instantly. You always charge it. See? You charge it again. You always charge your moves. You never do them instantly. Which you have to change your timing of the moves. Sometimes charge it, sometimes do it instantly. I don't recommend that you doing that twice, and I don't recommend you do this unblockable here. But you know what, bro? Do your thing. But I don't recommend you do that unblockable. I really don't. Like, what are y'all doing over there in the Middle East, bro? Y'all are getting hit by unblockables like that? No, punish again. That's -11, so punish with 1-4 I recommend. You got to get your frames when they come to you. You always charge it. You always charge your moves. That was a very good mix-up options. So I will say, like, on your round start, stop doing slow moves. Stay safer on your wake-up options. And stop charging your moves every single time you can. Like, I know that you want to charge those moves and get your extra frames. But you have to, if you're going to play a 50-50 character like Lydia, you have to change your options. Stay more random. Like, even throw out more random 3-2s, more hop kicks. But stop throwing out Political Storm in neutral. Just use back 1. Make sure you get your punishment correctly with 4-2-4. Like, please punish 12 frames with 4-2-4. It's so strong with the damage output. So, yeah, that's my advice for you. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.